Long ago, a queen amazed everyone in the royal palace by creating modern-style snacks in the palace kitchen. The king, queen mother, and all the ministers were left speechless after tasting her unique dishes. She began by chopping zucchini and eggplant into small pieces. Then she scooped out the insides of several tomatoes and set them aside. Since the palace had run out of meat, the queen mixed barley flour with soybean flour to make delicious vegetarian patties. When she served burgers made with these homemade patties, everyone stared at them in surprise. The ministers wondered how she had created such flavorful patties without using any meat. Curious, they quickly took large bites. When they discovered that the patties were made entirely from vegetables and grains, they were even more amazed. The taste and texture were so rich and satisfying that many thought they were even better than real meat. Everyone eagerly waited to see what the queen would cook next. For her second creation, the queen decided to reinvent the humble potato. She carefully carved each potato into a spiral shape and placed it on a thin metal skewer. The royal physician rushed over and tried to stop her, worried about the unusual cooking method, but the queen stayed focused. She lowered the skewered potatoes into hot oil, and before long they turned perfectly golden and crispy. The palace chefs watched in disbelief. They had never seen anything like these spiral potatoes before. Meanwhile, more than 50 royal guests were waiting for the feast. The queen quickly organized the palace staff. Some peeled potatoes, others prepared the skewers, while the cooks managed the blazing stoves. Working together like a well-trained team, they prepared the entire banquet with remarkable efficiency. When the dishes were finally served, the ministers eagerly lifted the lids, only to find a single spiral potato on each plate. Some immediately complained, thinking the portions were too small for such an important royal banquet. Then the queen mother picked up a piece and took a bite. The loud crunch echoed through the hall, and her eyes lit up with delight. The other ministers tasted theirs and instantly praised the incredible flavor and crisp texture. One general joked that he had never been impressed by potatoes before, but after his first bite, he became an instant fan. Watching everyone's reactions from the kitchen, the queen couldn't hide her smile. Finally, it was time for dessert. The queen poured colorful sweet red bean jelly into molds shaped like ice cream bars and decorated each one with tiny flowers carved from potatoes and carrots. Because time was short, she prepared only one dessert for each minister. At first, the queen mother and several ministers thought the dessert looked too simple. Then the king explained that the wooden stick wasn't just for holding the dessert, it also contained a lucky symbol that would reveal each person's fortune. The queen mother smiled politely, but moments later she noticed a lucky mark on her own stick. She was thrilled, and the entire hall filled with excitement. The queen believed that truly delicious food doesn't require expensive ingredients. Real culinary artistry comes from transforming simple ingredients into creative dishes that bring joy, surprise, and unforgettable flavor.